Bro, what are you doing?
Oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're just going to be talking about why the iPad specifically is a great tech device and a great option in general for students, college, high school, or whatever, you know. So, personally, I really enjoy the iPad. I've been using an iPad Pro for about a semester now. And what about you?
So I'm an Android person. This is the first Apple device I've used, the iPad Air, the new one. And it's definitely transformed how I'm able to tackle all my school assignments. Even though I'm a computer science student, you'd think that I wouldn't be taking that many notes, but like for all these other classes that I have to do, the idea of just like not having to carry like thousands of papers, have like a bunch of pencils and pens all over the place, it's a game changer right there.
Like, we have varying experiences here. Like, so like you said, he recently just got an iPad, and like I didn't use an iPad this semester. And honestly, I really felt the disadvantage of not being able to use one, because all those notes with these online classes, like, you can't keep up. They just put like a PowerPoint slide, and then like you can't even keep up. So and then you'd waste so much paper with all the scratch work and everything. So
not only that too, I think in general, especially for us iPhone users, I think the ecosystem itself is really well integrated. For one, AirDrop. I use that very often. You can send pictures. Let's say I see a lecture slide, I can take a picture, I can AirDrop it, and I can put it right into my notes within 5 seconds. Like, it's really fast. And I think also as well, I think Pranav can speak on this, but compared to like Android tablets, apps like Notability or Good Notes, it's really well made. It's really well optimized for the iPad and the Apple experience in general, compared to, let's say, Samsung's Notes.
We could use OneNote and then just have everything streamlined into OneDrive on the Windows aspect. But let me just put this in perspective for you guys. So I was taking linear algebra this semester before I got the iPad, because I got it in October. The semester was definitely underway by then. I took 50 pages of notes on papers at that point. As soon as I got the iPad, I never had to do that again. I don't even know where my 50 pages are right now, because everything from Notability is streamlined into my Google Drive. So I can do it on my phone, I can do it on my laptop. I don't need all the Apple products. Like, of course, having the AirDrop is nice, but you can just like, even without it, you're still fine.
Like one time, it's a pretty big investment, and no more back to school shopping ever again after that, and it's just a really good thing to have. Sometimes teachers will ask you to make like presentations and stuff, and with editing softwares, iPad has really good functionalities. Our videos are actually edited on an iPad,
iPad Pro,
iPad Pro, and they turn out pretty good. And so I really do think the iPad provides a different type of functionality in the current times that we're in right now. As of 2020 and going into 2021, that's really what
we're learning is switching to more virtual.
When everything is going in the direction that it is, an iPad is definitely worth your time and investment.
Yeah, like I was saying with the investment, of course it's gonna be like expensive. Like for me, the iPad Air, $600 or $550 basically with student discount, and then the Apple Pencil is like $120. It's very expensive up front, but like having to never have to like think about buying notebooks,
not only pencils. That too, but it really pays itself. It really pays for itself. Like for one, you can start other things with the iPad, like the editing we said. But for me personally, the most immediate return on investment is that I don't have to buy ink anymore.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like I used to, like whenever I took chemistry back in the day, every time we had a lecture, I don't know why my teacher did this, but she had pretty much a slideshow of like 20 to 30 different slides, right? And pretty much what we had to do is we had to print it out and annotate on those slides, right? So I was printing out 20 pages, not 20 pages, but I was printing out like maybe 10 pages with 2 slides on each or something like that every other day.
It's just not worth it, like it's too much.
Exactly.
You're wasting so much paper.
We just paid what, $699 straight up. But over time, like if you keep paying $60 for ink refills for your printer, it's gonna add up to be even more than $6.99 or
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, if average ink, like for a college student, if you're using a printer, the average ink probably lasts about what, like maybe 2 months.
Probably.
2 months?
Not even.
Not
dude.
even. So if you're printing like vigorously,
that's
maybe
true.
like a month.
Like
max.
if we're doing the lecture
Tops.
slides that I was talking about, dude.
Oh
much.
yeah, then it's like a month. And if let's say you're printing out, like later in college, you're gonna have to be writing like 20-page, 30-page papers. And what if you have to print it out, right? So you end up spending pretty much the same amount on an iPad or even less in a year instead of going towards ink. So it's the cost might seem high, but it's more like a front like upfront payment that you can get, and like it stays with you. An iPad's not an every year thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing too, and I think Pranav alluded to this earlier, is that we don't have to carry 30 different notebooks with us anymore. We're carrying one iPad and the Apple Pencil.
Oh yeah, another thing.
Oh, and a Magic Keyboard. If you really want to make it a laptop experience, you got the Magic Keyboard. There's all other.
That's
keyboard
$300
options.
if you want to.
Hey, if you want to go with it, man, you want the ultimate Apple experience, go with that. But otherwise, like, there's a lot of other keyboard options. You can turn it into a laptop, straight up.
Yeah, but another thing is definitely a big one is just split screen itself. You don't have to be carrying around your laptop and then your notebook to like write down your problems and take notes. You can just do it all on one device. It's just like, as Nghi was saying, like when we're going around campus, like these are pretty big distances.
I mean, A&M is
a huge campus,
the third largest in the country.
So like any way to
I'm
reduce
like
that on our backs is definitely appreciated.
So I mean, like definitely, like in hindsight, looking back on it, like I do think that like getting an iPad truly it's a good investment.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I may invest in one later. And get one, but like it truly is like something that I wish I had.
Coming from an Android, like this is like my parents were like pretty like kind of hard to convince, but I think the product speaks for itself.
Yeah. So guys, honestly, if you're a computer science student that does, or an engineering student that has to do a lot of coding, just get a laptop. But if you're taking any other classes or you're any other major, just look into an iPad, because that can be your all-in-one device for all 4 years of college.
Oh, 100%.
And make sure you guys like and subscribe. Keep updated, and we'll see y'all later.